Hello? Anyone here?
Hello?
Oh, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're excited to review a brand new game. There have been quite a few delays with this one. Perhaps they wanted to ensure everything is just right. I'm not entirely sure. This game is based on MMORPG and... Wait, I believe I've covered this type of game before. To be honest, there are some similarities among them. Maybe they've just made it a bit more interesting than other developers, but all I can say is that the game leaves a better first impression, or second impression, to be honest. So without further ado, let's dive into the review, shall we? Okay, let's go. But before you dive into this game, I kindly suggest that you return to the main screen, whatever it may be called, and take a moment to adjust the settings. This little step can truly enhance your experience. If you skip this, you might end up feeling a bit disappointed, just as I did. Yes, I did play it before and even recorded some footage, but unfortunately, it had no sound. So I'll be playing it again, and I promise to keep the spoilers to a minimum for you all.
Ymir, who has received the call of destiny. This is the hall where the souls of mighty warriors dwell. I shall grant you a chance to test the strength of a warrior. Choose the path you...
To be honest with you guys, the characters' movement and animation are impressively smooth, with very few bugs to be found. However, I do find the colors a bit intense. They can be a little overwhelming, especially for someone like me. On a positive note, the graphics are truly superior to those in any other games within this genre. There's no denying that. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention that the game data can be a bit confusing. You see, there are 3 major updates, one before the release, one on the release date, and another shortly after the release hour. Each of these updates has a significantly larger file size. However, on the app itself, it shows only 8 gigabytes. Perhaps this game utilizes cloud storage, allowing for real-time data updates that really enhance performance and ease the load on the CPU. So every time you open the game, there seems to be an update. True or not, I must admit, I don't have a concrete answer for you. And also, do you see that shiny thing? It's beautifully golden plated and adorned with impressive armor. Unfortunately, you'll need to pay for that. Yes, if you're playing as a free-to-play player, you can only wear the regular clothes in this game.
When the brilliant sun loses its radiance, in the echo of the blowhorn cries of the apocalypse, then Ragnarok, the end of all, shall begin. The journey to this prophecy begins in Uppsala.
I believe it might be a wise decision to turn off the chat just to ensure that nothing unexpected comes up that we might prefer to avoid. If you're looking to save your battery or if it's running low, you can simply select low performance mode on your left. However, please keep in mind that the graphics will significantly decrease in quality, including the backgrounds and your characters, which will appear in a lower resolution. Just like in any other game of this genre, you have the delightful option to either complete tasks to earn rewards, such as special potions and equipment, or you can simply purchase the items through the store and craft them yourself.
Was built to stop the prophesied catastrophe Ragnarok from coming about. Now that calamity draws ever nearer. The first harbinger of Ragnarok will soon occur, a solar eclipse. But we can still prevent that from happening if we manage to move the Bifrost. You must hurry and bring the ether we will use for the sacrificial offering.
The ether is near the cliff, so we shall meet over there. So many years have passed. Ether still forms here, even now. Master said that we could prevent Ragnarok from happening.
The texture may not be as sharp as I had hoped, perhaps because my device can only utilize high settings, which might explain this outcome. By the way, there is a very high setting available. Regarding the color, I must confess that it didn't quite resonate with me. It appeared somewhat muted and had more of a watercolor-like texture than I would have preferred. When it comes to controlling the game, whether you choose to play manually or automatically, it seems to me that a simple tap is all you need, and then the AI will take care of the rest of your tasks. I really hope the developers consider making some changes, as the third-person view in this game feels reminiscent of God of War. And it would be such a shame if the developers leaned too heavily into the autoplay aspect, as it could take away from the immersive experience.
That stone belongs to us! Insolent Midgardian!
As you can see, I'm trying to use manual control by tapping this button, which is intended to disable the auto fight feature in the game. However, despite my efforts, the game itself seems to have a mind of its own, forcing the button to be enabled again the moment I tap it.
This way. So, we've brought ether. The wind feels somewhat ominous. This sudden darkness, it's uncanny. What in the world is going on? Has it begun already? We should make haste. Let's go back.
What's going on? It's an ambush! We're being attacked! Everyone run!
Find the human woman with the prison goblin!
Sigurd! It's an emergency! The Jotuns are attacking us!
Just when Ragnarok has drawn near. It's the same tactic they used back in Midgard. Hold them off at Uppsala. I'll search for their leader in the meantime.
I'm really sorry about that. I was just trying to navigate through the tutorial, and I must admit, it's quite a bit different from what I expected when it comes to the actual gaming experience.
Harbinger of the apocalypse before it's too late. The tower's altar and place ether upon it before we are surrounded by more enemies. The power of ether now flows within it. We must instill the remaining tower with its energy as well. There should be another steel.
It's quite detailed, isn't it? Of course, you can't really compare the graphics of a PS5 or even a PC, but it's definitely more than sufficient for an Android game, especially on a mobile smartphone. However, I must say that on my tablet, the visuals aren't as sharp as I would hope. While they are clear, they lack a bit of detail. I believe that many of the games available on the Play Store still don't quite meet the expectations for tablet usage in terms of graphics, but it is what it is.
You heretic! Do not interfere with the deeds of Lord Ragnarok!
Enough. My Ymir will buy us time for now.
Dispel the solar eclipse. The first harbinger of Ragnarok, before it's too late.
Oh, I played for almost 40 minutes and the game just started. Actually, I played for 80 minutes if you still remember what I mentioned earlier about having played the game before, but the footage had no sound and was muted, so this is my second gameplay. In my review, I only discuss a few points to help you decide whether you want to play the game or not. It's not my place to judge. I've played this kind of game before, but I must say this one is a lot better. However, I wish I could play at very high settings. Also, I would prefer a more colorful color scheme, or at least something that doesn't make it difficult for someone with vision problems like me to play, as it can be quite dizzying. So that wraps up our review for today. If you're interested in the Legend of Ymir game, I'm truly unsure about how to spell it, I'll be sure to leave the link in the description below for you to download. In conclusion, I must say that it might be quite challenging to play as a free-to-play player, as I've noticed many servers have already opened, and there are quite a few higher-level players in various guilds. Yes, it's a bit tough, but why not give it a try, right? I've managed to enjoy the game without spending any real money, and the most important aspect is figuring out how to excel without any financial investment. Now that's what being a true free-to-play player is all about. Cheers. Until next time, take care, and goodbye.
Mission complete!